What's up, guys? Welcome to the shop. We got the famous NYCZHP. Don't look at this. Don't look at that.
Don't look at the grill.
Don't look at the grill. Don't look. This. You don't see this.
Mint.
You don't see this.
Can't
Some black
see
magic
that.
here.
Can't see that.
Mint.
But yeah, fresh out. Just picked her up. Let me know.
First day out.
First day out.
What's going on, everybody? Jason Hodzik here. And today we officially begin to tear down to figure out what I broke or what broke or whatever broke. We're gonna try to find out what's breaking and fix it. That's pretty much what we're here to do. So first thing we need to do is fix the hood latch, because one of them
Problem number one.
problem number one is the hood latch is kind of stuck in there. Oh yeah, you probably could reach it from there. But you can't.
Plastic.
Well, we'll figure that out.
We'll make it work.
And then we got to start tearing down the engine, see what's going on in there, pop everything out. That's going to be fun because we don't have the tool for valve springs. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited. We got some great hands on deck. Jay got the fresh sheet. I just
Hello.
Damn, I'm stuck in the bumper.
You stuck in the bumper, that's it.
Alright, so I'm going to get to work. We got
Soon comes with
my right arm.
it comes with Aiden. Yep, that. Hey, sold.
Sold. You don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get to work.
Yes. Oh! Do it again. Oh! Do it again. Good. Fuck.
Finally got that thing out of there. Not open, thanks to these lovely gentlemen.
It was a pain.
This thing is finally out.
This
But we
fucker.
made it.
That
This is it.
The doink. And this too.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that should. You know? Now it's time to start taking everything out. Wait, should we drain the oil now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Draining the oil, draining the fluids. Let's get it. See you all in a second.
Milky Way. That looks crazy. That's a karma.
That is the Milky Way galaxy. Caramel juice. This is what you put in your Starbucks.
That ass. Son got himself a fucking macchiato as a motor.
Wow. On the contrary, our magnetic drain plug had no metal shavings on it. I already wiped it off, but no metal shavings, so it's not looking like we spun a bearing. This would be a telltale sign if we were seeing metal here. There's nothing, so we're gonna see what's going on here in a second. I don't know if you can see that with the camera. Let's see if you'll even know what I'm pointing at here. Right past the light. Okay, can barely get it on this here. But right past the light, I am seeing the whole bottom line of the gasket looking a little gnarly and a little corroded.
Yikes.
And
Come from the back
all
end.
different
Come from
types
right
of stuff you don't want to see.
See it way better right
Yeah,
there.
you can see it kind of like right in there. All right, so we got everything pretty much drained. We got everything pretty much. Trying to see what we can see from where we are. We are probably gonna take out the oil heat exchanger and see if we can see anything, because there's definitely coming from that side. That can also be the turbo based on how far up it is. So I'm not seeing anything directly coming off these lines right now currently. So yeah, we're gonna go take this stuff out. Let's see what happens. It's gonna get messy. We gotta do it. Coolant's gonna go everywhere, bro.
Yep.
So yeah, here we go. Let's get to it.
That means that cooler's doing good. Nothing's wrong with it.
Yeah.
This cooler,
Other line.
whatever's going into this cooler,
Steps going into the right direction, and that's what. This bitch all the way off. Boy, look at those billet bolts. Get it.
Billy Bulls, get them. Get them.
Yeah, boy.
Go somewhere.
Because one of them has a clear pocket for coolant. Look. Right, so we did a lot of tracking back, and right now we're really suspicious on our oil filter housing. That's pretty much where everything's getting mixed. We got clean going in, murky coming out. So that's what we're doing right now. We're popping off the manifold. We already took this all apart. We got one more bolt that isn't clearing down there. You can just pull it out. See how we're just digging deeper and deeper into it, trying to figure this out right now. It's looking good for the engine. It's all dirty, but still good. We can always just flush it out non-stop for like every few days, just drain everything, redo the fluids, and that'll save us more money than just doing a motor. So that's what we might have to do, worst case scenario, but that's also best case scenario because it saves us a lot of time and money. So we're gonna get this underway, keep continuing, keep pushing. I gotta get to work. I'll see y'all in a second. We got the oil filter housing piece pretty much out. That's ours over there. We're gonna test fit this other one. See what happens when we throw that in there because it's mixing somewhere, so we're gonna see if that's coming out of there. We got everything pretty much out. This whole thing is pretty much disconnected now, so we're gonna work from there and then work our way back that way. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, make it look like you close the whole hood.
Alright, so luckily today we kind of found like the source of the problem. It's not a head gasket, just based on like the oil filter housing. Pretty much we can kind of tell that it's coming from somewhere on the heat exchanger, oil cooler side of the car. So that's where we're at right now. I mean, we did as much as we could today. We took a bunch of stuff apart, did a lot of troubleshooting. It feels like we did nothing, but in truth be told, we did a lot. I kind of hate that feeling because it feels like we didn't really accomplish much, but we did accomplish a lot. Figured out almost figured out where exactly the source. We can really narrow it down to the two pieces that are broken right now. And then we're gonna figure it out from there. We're just gonna set the crowd starter right now, let it run a little bit. And yeah, that oil cooler, none of those lines are connected anymore. So now we're just recycling and getting all that gunk out of the motor. So this is the time consuming part. This is where we do this and just figure it out from here. Based on just the troubleshooting alone, I would have done only so much of it that we actually did. I definitely did learn a lot today. So yeah, we're gonna start this thing up. I got some wire I left under the car. I gotta pull that out, and we gotta get this thing on the floor and get it out the shop and let it run for a little bit. So let's get right to it. I'm gonna quit chit-chatting and BSing and whatnot. So let's get right into the action. Pretty much what we did is we disconnected the whole oil cooler side of things, including the heat exchanger, the oil cooler, and just had the coolant running straight into the block. And then we were pretty much testing to see, oh, is it running well? We're still getting coolant in the motor? And the answer is yes. If you could tell by those clips with all that smoke, yes, it did happen. So what we're planning on doing is, I mean, obviously we just have to strip the block. We don't have that tool. I'm thinking of just swapping out the motor in general, just based off of the spark plugs. Just looking at these spark plugs in general, you can tell these cylinders are running rust. Specifically, this one is oil gunked up in there. It's either 3 or 4, and that's not looking happy at all. After we made the change, we went to go a lap around the block to see if it did anything, what would happen. I stepped on the gas to see, not step on it floor, but I put it down a little bit more. I put it around like maybe like half, not a little under half. I just wanted to see what happens if I rev up to 4.5 while driving, and all you hear is pretty much not a thud, but a pretty loud hiccup. Smoke starts spewing out the back, and complete loss of power. So what I'm thinking is, the head gasket blew. Now the pistons aren't looking too happy, sounding too happy. I just feel positive that we blew a piston. Regardless, I have something kind of concocted up on what I want to do, what I should be in the market for, what should I be in the lookout for, how am I gonna pretty much figure this out. And where I've gone along with it is the M2 N55 motor. That's a really good motor. It has a dual oil pump in the oil pan, front and back, so there's no question and no need to run a dry sump. It comes pre-sleeved. It has a forged crank forged rods, but we're gonna swap those out anyway. So it pretty much has a completely overbuilt bottom end, which would be perfect and save us some money, especially if we need a new motor. We can't order just the bottom end. This is a very niche engine, so you're either buying it from factory for 14 grand or you're gonna go get a scrapyard one and then break that down and grab it. So I pretty much found one. I've been watching it every day now, trying to see when the date will be posted so I can start bidding on it. And that's pretty much where we're gonna be. I mean, if that doesn't land, then we'll have to buy the motor. But the positive is this also comes with another manual transmission, and this is like the M2 variant. So unlike the part number, when you actually like look it up and stuff, it has like RP. It's the same exact part number. It just has slightly modifications within the internals to make it race prepped from M Factory BMW. So that blesses us now because it's still a bolt-on, bolt-up, fitted setup, but we got our transmission off of an M235i, and that's a little different. You know, the M235i is a good motor as well. It has a forged crank, specific little things like that, but it's not as set up like with the dual oil pump in the oil pan like the M2 is. Both of them are still better set up than the M55 and the 435i and the 335i, but we want to get the best of both worlds. So that's what we're pretty much concocting up right now. I'm trying to figure this out as we go. There's a lot of time involved. I pretty much have a lot of videos already pretty much going up, so I'm not too pressed about that. There's still some more stuff that we can shoot while the car is still down. I have an angle kit. I gotta do the roof swap. Let's see what else. We gotta get the transmission harness made, transmission fitted. I gotta send axles out. I gotta send the diff out. But if we do get the M2, we can just use the diff from that, which will save us more money to build the M2 motor. See where I'm getting at with this? And we can sell the parts and whatnot. You can only keep costs down so much that you don't want to sacrifice on reliability. And you know, seat time is a big thing. I haven't seen a lot of seat time pretty recently with this car, unfortunately. You know, in all honesty, I'm pretty scared to drive the thing now. But that's where we're at. You know, we got a lot of stuff we need to figure out. More videos to come, more videos. I'm definitely going to pretty much put a video together just talking about what I plan on doing, because there's a lot of stuff. I didn't even throw everything in this video. So if you enjoyed watching, hit like, comment, subscribe if you want to stay updated with the build. Everybody be safe, be suave, and I'll see you in the next one.